Alikumara pola munajinka ngole bunyata. Qur'anu bajita kila kangarabola. Alikumara bola munajinka ngole bunyata. Qur'anu bajita kila kangarabola.
بسم الله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله وعلى آله وأصحابه ومن تبعهم بإحسان إلى يوم الدين وسلم تسليما كثيرا أما بعد. Dear brothers and sisters in Islam, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome to these weekly Arabic lessons. In this episode, we will elaborate more on the kalima hadha. In our previous episode, we discussed about hadha, which means this. Hadha means this. It is being used for near things. And hadha has three conditions. The first condition is mufrad. The thing you are demonstrating at, it has to be close, it has to be singular. That is mufrad. And the second condition is it has to be mudhakkar. It has to be masculine. The third condition is it has to be qareeb. It has to be close to you. So we gave some examples in our previous lessons. For example, hada kursiyun. This is a chair. And this is an example of al-jumlatul ismiyya, the nominal sentence. وَهِيَ مُرَكَّبَةٌ مِّن مُبْتَدَأٍ وَخَبَرٍ. It is composed of mubtada and khabar. The subject of the sentence, that is the mubtada, and khabar is the predicate. So it is important for you to memorize the definition of jumlatul ismiyya, that is any sentence that begins with a noun. وَهِيَ كُلُّ جُمْلَةٍ بَدَأَتْ بِاسْمٍ or وَهِيَ كُلُّ جُمْلَةٍ أَوَّلُهَا اسْمٌ. It is any sentence in Arabic language that begins with a noun, and it is composed of mubtada and khabar. So it is important to know this. And these two types of sentences, jumlatul ismiyya and jumlatul fi'aliyya. We have only two types of sentences. Al-jumlatul ismiyya, the nominal sentence, wal jumlatul fi'aliyya, the verbal sentence. But in this Madina, Islamic University of Madina Arabic books, we'll focus more on jumlatul ismiyya in this book 1. So on page 6, we have what we call ma hadha. Ma hadha means what is this. The kalima ma means what. And it is also used for asking questions for inanimate things. Ma, it is used for asking questions for inanimate things. So when you say ma hadha, it means what is this? If it is who is this, we say man hadha. We say man hadha. We will come to that in our next episode. So ma hadha means what is this? The kalima ma, we have about 12 types of ma in Arabic language, but in this case we will use this ma that is commonly known as ismul istifham lil ghayra aqil. It is an interrogative noun for inanimate things. So ma hadha means what is this? So this type of ma is very important in Arabic language, and it comes in the Quran, in the ahadith of the Prophet ﷺ, and in most of the Arabic statements or sentences. On page 6 we have ma hadha. What is this? Ma hadha, what is this? There's a question mark in front of ma hadha because it is a question. And this question mark is what we call alamatul istifham, alamatul istifhamiyya, or alamatul istifhamiyya. It is the sign for asking question, which means it is a question mark. So we have ma hadha. The jawab, the response is hadha baytun. This is a house. Hadha baytun. This is a house. So hadha, as we learned in our previous episode, hadha baytun, it is an example of jumlatun ismiya. It is an example of a nominal sentence. So هذا بيت, هذا, it is the mubtada and baytun is the khabar. It is the predicate. The mubtada is the subject and baytun is the predicate, which is the khabar. The second one is ahadha baytun. Is this a house? Ahadha baytun. Is this a house? And the jawab is naam ahadha baytun. Jawab means response. Naam hadha baytun. Yes, this is a house. Ahadha baytun. Is this a house? Naam, this is a house. Yes, this is a house. So the alif in front of hadha is what we call hamzatul istifhamiyya or hamzatul istifham. It is what we call hamzatul istifhamiyya, the hamza for asking questions. So the alif is what we call hamzatul istifhamiyya. That is the hamza for asking questions. It is important for students to memorize that. So asking a question, ahadha baytun, is this a house? The response, that is the jawab, is naam ahadha baytun. Yes, this is a house. So in this case, naam is also what we call in Arabic language harful jawab, the particle for responding. Harful jawab, the particle for responding. So naam hadha baytun. In that sentence, naam is not the mubtada, is not the subject. The subject begins at hadha, and then baytun, it is the khabar, it is the predicate. So hadha is the mubtada and baytun is the khabar. But the naam cannot be mubtada, and it is what we call in Arabic language harful jawab. Ma hadha, what is this? Ma hadha, what is this? Hadha qamisun, this is a shirt. Hadha qamisun, this is a shirt. So hadha is the mubtada, it is the subject of the sentence. Qamisun is the khabar, it is the predicate of the sentence. Some say adjective, but the more appropriate word is khabar is the predicate, is the one giving you more information about the mubtada. Ahadha sarirun. Is this a bed? Ahadha sarirun. Is this a bed? La hadha kursiyun. No, this is a chair. La hadha kursiyun. No, this is a chair. We have a new word here called la. La in Arabic language is what we call la an-nafiya. It is the la of negation or harfun nafi. It is the particle of negation. So this is important. We have two types of la in Arabic language. We have, the other one is la an-nahiya, the la of prohibition, and la an-nafiya, the la of negation. Like for example, when someone says to you, la tadhhab, don't go. This is the law of prohibition. We have that in the Quran. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, Ya ayyuhal ladhina amanu, la tadkhulu buyutan ghayra buyutikum. All this type of law is what we call prohibition law. La taqrabu salata wa antum sukara. This law is what we call the law of prohibition. We also have another law, the law of negation. That is the law of negation, that is la an-nafiya. For example, in the Quran, we have la yamassuhu illa al-mutahharun. That la is what we call la an-nafiya. It is the law of negation. And also you have la ilaha illallah. That la, at the beginning of la ilaha illallah, is the law of negation. So this is also another important point for students to note and to memorize. Only these two types of la are what we have in Arabic language. The first one is la an-nahiya, the law of prohibition, and la النافية, the la of negation. So ما هذا؟ هذا قميص. أهذا سرير? Is this a bed? لا هذا كرسي. No, this is a chair. So لا هذا كرسي, it is a nominal sentence. But لا is not the mubtada, it is not the subject, because a nominal sentence is any sentence that begins with a noun. But in this case, the mubtada, the one that begins the sentence, is هذا, is classified as هذا. هذا is classified as mubtada as well. And then we have kursiyun is the khabar, it is the predicate. So لا هذا kursiyun, no, this is a chair. So هذا is the mubtada, and then kursiyun is the khabar. La is just harf nafi, or la an-nafiya, the la of negation. أهذا مفتاح, is this a key? أهذا مفتاح, is this a key? لا هذا قلم, no, this is a pen. أهذا مفتاح, is this a key? No, you say لا هذا قلم, no, this is a pen. So this alif in this sentence, this alif in this sentence is what we call hamzatul istifhamiyya, the hamza for asking questions. So it is important also to memorize it in Arabic, using the Arabic terminology. So la also in this case is la an-nafiya. La hada qalamun, no, this is a pen. So hada is the mubtada, is the subject of the sentence, and qalamun is the khabar. It is the predicate of the sentence. And the final example we have is ma hada. What is this? Ma hada, what is this? The jawab, the response is hada najmun. This is a star. Hada najmun, this is a star. So hada is the mubtada, it is the subject of the sentence, and najmun is the khabar. It is the predicate of the sentence. So this is important, and all these sentences we mentioned here, they are all jumlatun ismiyatun, a nominal sentence, which is composed of the mubtada and the khabar, that is the subject and the predicate. Wa sallallahu ala nabina Muhammad wa ala alihi wa ashabihi ajma'in. We'll stop here until we meet you again in our next episode. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to grant us tawfiq in dunya and akhirah.
Ni ya safono ika sutese ala tento sariya wala londolu ye safenin arabola. Tafsiru tawhidu fiqhoni usululu nyunu bete koile mafoisa tarabola.